What's going on, guys? MMuniz here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to discuss the Chase Freedom Flex card. It's one of my favorite cards. We're going to go over the 2022 introductory benefits, which for 2022 are absolutely awesome. We're going to go over the actual benefits of holding the card long term. I've held mine for almost 14 years now. We're going to talk about some cheat codes that you can use with this credit card in order to make more money, make your money go further while still spending less. And then lastly, I'm going to go over the couple downfalls of this card, which there aren't many. In all honesty, this is an amazing card for anybody. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner, intermediate credit card user, or even an advanced credit card churner. This is a credit card that I think everybody should have. There's no reason not to. So with that said, let's get into the video. Now real quick, before I get into the 2022 introductory benefits, I do want to go over the golden rule of credit, which is only buy things on your credit card that you have the money to pay for. We do not want to hold a balance, and we do not want to buy things that we wouldn't normally be buying. We want to purchase things that we need for our life, and that way we're going to get paid and essentially lower the cost of everything we need on a day-to-day basis. So if you like traveling for free or just getting paid to go about your life, make sure you smash the like button down below, subscribe to the channel. We do weekly content on anything related to personal finance or fitness. Now back to the card. So first things first, if you're a new card member, you've applied and you just got approved, and it's in 2022, what are the benefits for you? Well, the first one and the best is you're going to get $200 cash back as soon as you spend $500 within the first 3 months of account opening. This is a 40% return on your money and is a fantastic credit card offer. On top of that, you're also going to get 0% intro APR on purchases for the first 15 months. Now, not a lot of people will take advantage of this, and I don't think it's for everyone, except we'll talk about it a little bit later in the video. It's actually a really good perk that you can take advantage of if you're a bit more advanced of a user and you have some self-discipline. And then the last benefit, and this one really hits home for anybody in 2022, you're going to get 5% cash back on all of your gas station purchases for the first year of account opening up to $6,000. So if you spend $500 a month or less, you're going to be able to take advantage of this every time you're at a gas station. So buying gas, buying your Tornados or your hot dogs, anything like that, 5% cash back. Pretty crazy. Perfect timing. I don't know if you've gone to a gas station recently, but the prices are insane. Technically, I don't have to pay for gas, but it's still a good perk for everybody else. Now, before we get into the general benefits of this card for anyone holding the card long term, I do want to go over one quick thing. I'm not sponsored by Chase. I do have a link down below in the description if you want to sign up for the card, and I do get a benefit for it. However, even if you don't use my link in particular, if you just go and get the card, I'm going to be happy. Anyone that is making money because of something that I taught them in a YouTube channel, that's the whole reason I made this channel. I just want to help people. I really love talking about credit cards. It's probably one of my favorite topics in the world, which is really weird, and I'm sure people get annoyed when I talk about them, but I don't know. I just like credit cards. So back to the video. So the general benefits of the Chase Freedom Flex or Chase Freedom card. Well, you're going to get 5% cash back on revolving categories every quarter or every 3 months. You're going to get 1% cash back on everything else, but for these special categories, and some of them are pretty good categories like home improvement, Amazon, gas stations, groceries, all different type of stuff going to these categories, you can get that additional 5% cash back. It is on a limit of up to $1,500 per month though. But we're going to teach you how to take advantage of that and some tricks around that later on. Now, another way to get 5% cash back is if you're booking travel through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal. I personally am not too big a fan of the Ultimate Rewards portal for booking travel, but you can do it. It does work. It's pretty user-friendly. It's just not my favorite platform. Some other great benefits are 3% on dining or takeout or even some delivery services. You're also going to get 3% cash back at drugstores. And then, as I said before, this card is for everybody because on anything else, you're still going to get 1% cash back. Now, there are cards that offer better cash back amounts for purchases that don't fall into those categories. And that's fine, but if you don't have that card, then 1% is better than paying cash and getting 0%. So 1% is still respectable, though definitely not best in class. Now, what is the annual fee? There's not an annual fee. And this is the whole reason that I think this is the card that everyone, if you get it, you should just hold it and then take advantage of the specific categories per quarter if they apply to you and your lifestyle. There's no reason to cancel this card that I can think of because even if you don't use it, you're not being penalized for having it. Another great thing about this card is the cashback rewards do not have a redemption limit. So you don't need to have a minimum amount of cash back to redeem. which is something that other cards do have and can get quite annoying. Now, I will mention that the way you're paid cash back, it's not really cash back, it's just marketed as a cash back card. You're actually going to get Chase Ultimate Reward points, and the points convert to cash. So basically, if you have 100 Ultimate Reward points, you can redeem that for $1. If you have 1,000, you have $10. These reward points do not ever expire as long as your account remains open. Now, another great benefit of these Chase cards, and this is what I have linked below, is the refer a friend. So if you have a spouse or a friend or a kid that is over the age of 18, if you refer them and they go get this card using your link, you get $100. $100 for free, just for helping someone else make more money when they go about their normal life. What more can you ask for? I wish every credit card had a refer a friend program because I'd probably be rich. Now let's go a little bit deeper. I'm gonna give you guys some cheat codes on how to be successful with the Chase Freedom Flex and the Chase Freedom Card. Now, I would have showed you the Freedom Flex card earlier in the video, but it's actually in my wife's wallet because I leave my card with her. But yeah, long story. Anyways, if you're like me and you have the Freedom and the Freedom Flex card, that $1,500 maximum on those bonus categories every quarter turns into $3,000. You could purchase $1,500 on your Freedom and $1,500 on your Flex, and now you can buy $3,000 worth of products at that 5% cash back rate. So for something that you're going to spend a lot of money on, like home improvement, for instance, that's something I take advantage of a lot. This is a huge benefit. Another thing is, if you're not going to spend the $1,500, but you still want to take advantage of the cash back, maybe you're not going to spend it in 3 months, but you know in 6 months you will, you could buy a gift card. For instance, I live in New York. We have a grocery store called Wegmans. If for some weird reason I wasn't going to spend $1,500 in 3 months, we spend way more than that. But if we weren't going to do that, I could buy a gift card for an extra $500 and then just use that gift card to pay for my groceries for the rest of, the next couple months. That way, I'm still getting the 5% cashback benefit even outside of that quarter where it's a bonus category. Now, the next cheat code is that 2022 bonus of the gas stations up to $6,000 for the first year, 5% cash back. That actually stacks with your quarterly bonus. Now, we can go all the way back, 2021, 2020, back to 2018. Every single year, gas stations has been a bonus category for the Chase Freedom Card and the Freedom Flex. So if it becomes a category for Q3 or Q4, which are coming up, most likely it will if we can go off history, you're going to get 10% cash back at gas stations when you spend your money. So if gas is $5 a gallon, you're going to be saving 50 cents a gallon every time you buy gas by using this card. That's a tremendous benefit. Now, another cheat code that I like to talk about, and this is only if you have other Chase cards to help you take advantage of this, is like I mentioned before, where I said it was almost like a con, where it's not a cashback card, you use points. It's better. The points can be transferred over to a card like your Sapphire Preferred or your Sapphire Reserve card, and you can then transfer those points to travel partners, such as Southwest Airlines, Hyatt, hotels, airlines, all stuff like that. You can transfer your points at a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, why is this important? Well, if we use Southwest as an example, if we had a $500 flight, typically that flight would cost around 25,000 points with Southwest points. So if we take 25,000 reward points and convert them to Southwest, we are now getting a $500 flight when we only transferred $250 worth of Chase points. Hopefully that makes sense, but essentially, instead of getting a 1-to-1 ratio, you're getting a 2-to-1 ratio. So your points are worth double depending on what travel partner you send the points to. Great way to take advantage. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that show how to take advantage of this, and I plan on doing some in the future. That was just an example. The next thing I want to talk about is the 0% APR intro bonus. Now, this isn't for everybody, but if you have good self-discipline and you realize that you can only hold a balance for the first 15 months, you're going to have to pay it off before that ends, you can use this like a personal loan. Maybe you need to purchase a couch or a TV and your income isn't high enough to pay for that on a monthly basis. Maybe you can take advantage of that. I'm not recommending that, just saying it's an option. Another thing you could do, and this is even more advanced, you could take whatever money you would spend on your credit card for the year and you could invest it into something like an I-bond, cash that I-bond out in a year. Right now you're getting a 9.62% return rate on I-bonds. You get all that extra interest, you take the money out of your I-bonds, put it back to the credit card, and you never paid a penny on the credit card. So you still got the reward points from the credit card, and you were able to invest the money, almost a 10% return. There's stuff involved with that, but I've explained it in other videos. You get my point. You can put it in a savings account and you can get 0.5%. My point is you could keep your money and do with it what you want while the credit card holds their money and they don't charge you anything. You're basically borrowing money to make money. It's awesome. So now we went over all the great things about this card, and there are a lot of them, but now we got to talk about the downsides, the negatives. There's not many, so this is going to be quick. The first one is it does charge foreign transaction fees. So if you're traveling internationally, you're not going to want to use this card because those can be around 3% and you don't want to pay any fees. Another big one, this is probably the biggest one actually, is it's not made out of metal. It is a nice, shiny, bright blue, and I do really like the colors, but that's pretty subjective. So not being metal, big downfall. The card does require decent credit to get, so around 670 or higher, you should be successful getting the card. But if you have poor credits, then you will not be able to take advantage of this card and the benefits it has to offer. And the last negative or downside is the way that you have to sign up for the quarterly bonuses. This just drives me insane. I don't understand why I need to get an email from a company saying, click on this and type in the last 4 of your card to sign up for the quarterly bonuses. That's ridiculous. To me, that just seems like Chase is trying to make us forget to sign up and then we don't get to take advantage of the 5%. It just seems shady and sneaky and it's ridiculous. If this bothers you and you can't stand it, comment down below, let me know, because I can't be the only one that this just drives me nuts. But other than that, it's an awesome card. If you don't have it yet, sign up down below. You're missing out. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I try to respond to every single comment on all my videos. Thanks for hanging out. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care.